When was the last time you sat in complete silence? No phone, no music, no podcast, no background noise, and stayed there long enough to actually hear what came up? If the answer is uncomfortable, or if you're struggling to remember, that's not a small thing. That's a signal. Because the silence isn't empty. It's full of everything you've been too busy to face. And most people will do almost anything to avoid it. We live in a world that has made silence almost impossible, and it didn't happen by accident. Every platform, every device, every notification is designed to ensure you are never alone with your own thoughts for long. But here's what most people don't ask. Why does that feel like a relief? Because for a lot of people, silence isn't peaceful. It's where the things they've been avoiding are waiting. The question about the relationship they haven't answered. The grief they haven't processed. The version of their life they chose. And the one they didn't. Sitting quietly in the same room, side by side. So they fill it with music, with scrolling, with busyness, with noise. Not because they love the noise, but because the alternative requires them to feel things they've decided not to feel. Silence doesn't scare you because it's empty. It scares you because of what's in it. Here's the shift, and it's gentler than you think. The things waiting in your silence are not your enemies. They are the unfinished business of being fully alive. The grief that's there because something mattered. The question because part of you already knows the answer and needs to say it out loud. The life not chosen, visiting not to haunt you but to be acknowledged. Avoidance never makes these things smaller. It makes them louder. Every time you reach for noise, the thing you're avoiding grows. A little more insistent, until one day, the noise isn't enough. And everything you've been running from finally catches up. Silence entered willingly is not a threat. It is the only place where you can actually meet yourself. 3 ways to begin, not to conquer silence, but to stop running from it. No phone, no audio, no screen, just sit. Notice what comes up. Don't chase it, don't fight it. Don't solve it, just notice it exists. Most people discover that what's waiting in the silence is not the monster they expected. It's simply something that needed to be seen. If you can't sit in silence without immediately reaching for noise, something specific is underneath it. Write the question down. Say it out loud. You don't have to answer it today, but naming it removes its power to operate invisibly. The unnamed thing is always louder than the named one. Give it a word. What comes up in quiet is not evidence that something is wrong with you. It is your internal life trying to tell you something. The relationship you keep thinking about, the dream you keep dismissing, the version of yourself you keep almost becoming, these are signals. And silence is the only frequency they transmit on. Start listening. The noise is loud, the silence is uncomfortable. But underneath all of it, underneath the scrolling and the music, and the constant low hum of distraction, there is a version of you that has been trying to get your attention for a very long time. You don't have to be afraid of what's there. You just have to be willing to listen. Start with one moment of quiet today, not to fix anything, just to hear yourself. If this opened something up, share it with someone who hasn't. been able to sit still in years, and if you want content that helps you tune back into your own signal, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.